Hello everyone, this is Danny from Deep South Homestead. It's kind of a cool winter morning here. We've been in the mid 30s to high 30s this morning. It's the time of the year in the Deep South to be taking care of your asparagus beds. This is the Mary Washingtons that we have planted. They are an heirloom here on our farm. Heirlooms are predominantly the only thing that we plant. We do make an exception with a hybrid every now and then. We have a hybrid asparagus completely on the other side of the property that we grow over there. But this one, they claim that the reason most people don't grow it, it becomes evasive. I don't understand why asparagus would be something you wouldn't want on your homestead, because asparagus is one of the better health plants that you could plant for your health to eat. And what we've done here this morning is we went ahead and cleaned up all the underbrush and undergrowth out from in this, the weeds and everything, and raked it back to the dirt. We picked off the seeds here. You can see we picked the seeds off of these. We're going to be raising these to grow more asparagus. What we did here on the farm is we planted 2-year-old roots. That's what you want. A lot of people will go buy 1-year-old stock. If you buy 1-year-old stock, it just means you got to wait another year. So what we've done here is we planted the 2-year-old stock. This coming year, we should be able to harvest asparagus. So what I want to do today is just kind of give you a little bit of a short clip about how we do this. What you want to do is come here about 1 inch off the ground to 1/2 inch, and you want to start cutting this stuff off. You want to let asparagus go to this time of the year, because it's kind of like daffodils or tulips or anything else. You want all the root to get as much from the plant as possible. You don't want to be harvesting any spears the first or second year. You want to wait till the 3rd year, and in the 3rd year you want to be even sparingly then. So I'm going to cut a few more of these, and I will get back with you in just a minute after we've got it all cut down and show you the next phase. Okay, we're back. We've got all the asparagus plants clipped off and stacked out to the side to go into the compost pile. I did a pH reading on the soil this morning because I'm all about pH in the soil. It's completely useless to fertilize anything if you don't understand the pH, because if you do, it doesn't take up the fertilizer like it's supposed to. You get no nutritional value out of it. Even though my pH this morning is a perfect 7 on the asparagus bed, I have my fireplace ashes out of my wood heater that I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit on top of them here. Not a lot, just simply because some of the stuff I'm going to be adding to the bed are carbons and nitrogens, and the carbons are going to pull some of the acid out of the soil. So I want to always put just a little bit in order to keep my soil, the pH up on my soil like it needs to be. And what we do now, I have some composted chicken manure here. And what we'll do with this is we come back and we take this and we just sprinkle it on tops of the asparagus. I don't usually put a tremendous amount, because I don't want too much nitrogen this time of the year, being in the south, because we have a lot of times what's called an Indian summer. It'll warm up, and if I've got too much nitrogen, this stuff will actually start to sprout on me, and I'll have to come out here and cut it back down again. As soon as I get through putting all this on, I'll get back with you and let you know the next phase. Okay, we're back. We finished putting out our chicken fertilizer on the asparagus bed here. Let me make sure that I note this is probably one of the more important steps here, is putting down a good bedding over it. And we use what's free and what's cheap, which is leaves. It makes a good bedding here, because the asparagus does not compete with weeds. If the weeds get in there, you're not going to have good asparagus. So what I'm going to do is we rake up our leaves and we come in here and we will just make a real heavy bed of these things. We're all about using whatever we have here on the farm, not bringing in things from the outside. Our farm is mostly heirloom crops. We do permaculture, and we don't really do the hybrids on hardly anything because of the simple fact that hybrids, according to what I'm able to find out, does not have the nutritional or the minerals in it that the other ones do. Now, don't really hold me to that. I'm not no scientist. I'm just a regular guy who does a little bit of research on the internet. But we'll continue to rake up our leaves and put them on this bed, and you kind of get the gist of it. We're going to probably build the bed up another 6 to 8 inches higher with leaves, and we're going to let it sit that way all winter. And we'll come back this spring when the ground warms up a little bit, and we'll rake these leaves back, and we'll put another coating of chicken manure on the ground, and we'll cover it back up with the leaves once again, and that will give us our asparagus for the summer. And you'll notice sitting here behind me is a chicken tractor that I've built. It's a long one. This is what we do. We'll take this chicken tractor and we'll move it over here right next to the asparagus bed, and that way the chicken manure, as it rains, will wash down in here on this asparagus bed, and it keeps it fertilized for us all summer, and we don't really have to worry about doing anything to it other than maybe keeping a few weeds out of it. I hope you've enjoyed the video today. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Everybody have a blessed day. Thank you.